The Greeks. Hello students. As you know, the price of an option varies with the price of underlying asset. The extent of variation of options price is influenced by four prominent variable parameters. In this video, we will try to understand these factors which are collectively referred as the Greeks. These variable parameters are the price of the underlying, expected volatility of the underlying, time to maturity, and risk-free interest rate. Options traders often refer to them as delta, Vega, Theta, and Rho respectively. The four parameters have varying degrees of correlation to each other. However, to find out the individual influence that each of these parameters has on the option price, analysts use a method. It is the method of differentiation of the pricing function with respect to variability of one parameter at a time, assuming that other parameters are constant. Let's look at each one of these Greeks. Delta. Option delta is the amount an option's price is expected to move based on a small change in the underlying stock. Call options have positive delta ranging between 0 and 1. Put options have a negative delta between 0 and -1. When delta is negative, if the stock goes up and the price of the put option will go down. If a put option has a delta of -0.60 and the stock goes up by rupees 0.1, the price of the put option will go down by rupees 0.60. Theta. Theta represents the sensitivity of options price with respect to change in time to maturity. We know that the option price comprises two elements, viz. Intrinsic value and time value. With all other determining factors of the option price remaining constant, the time value will diminish as the option contract approaches maturity and will become 0 on the day of maturity. As the time to maturity decreases, there will be a fall in the price of both the call and put options, other determinants remaining constant. This is referred to as the theta. Vega. Expected volatility of the underlying is the most critical part of option pricing, and increased volatility expectations will obviously drive the option prices upwards. Sensitivity of the price of an option to changes in the expected volatility of the underlying is referred to as Vega of the option. It is the amount call and put prices will change for a corresponding 1 point change in expected volatility. Vega does not have any effect on the intrinsic value of options. It only affects the time value of an option's price. Vega is positive for both call and put option, implying that if there is an increase in expected volatility of the underlying, prices of both call and put options will go up. It is also equal in value for both calls and puts. Rho. Rho of an option denotes its sensitivity to change in the risk-free rate of interest. It is the rate of change of the option price with respect to the change in the risk-free rate of interest. Rho for call options is positive and that for put options is negative. Call option price is proportional to the difference between current price and present value of strike price. With rise in interest rate, the present value of strike price will decrease and the difference will widen. For a put option, the reverse will apply. Students, in the video we learnt about the Greeks. Greeks are variable parameters which influence the extent of variation of options prices. The Greeks are the delta, that is, price of the underlying, the Vega, the expected volatility of the underlying, the theta, time to maturity, and the Rho, risk-free interest rate. Trust you will find the information useful.